This is episode 164 of Pausing on the Prophets, and today we are looking at Isaiah 28, verses 1 through 4. And Isaiah writes, "Woe to the proud crown of the drunkards of Ephraim, and to the fading flower of its glorious beauty, which is at the head of the fertile valley, of those who are overcome with wine. Behold, the Lord has a strong and mighty agent, as a storm of hail, a tempest of destruction, like a storm of mighty overflowing waters. He has cut it down to the earth with his hand. The proud crown of the drunkards of Ephraim is trodden underfoot, and the fading flower of its glorious beauty, which is at the head of the fertile valley, will be like the first ripe fig prior to summer, which one sees, and as soon as it is in his hand, he swallows it." What is grace if it is not something that is needed? We saw grace at the end of chapter 27. Now we are reminded why it is needed. Those who are created in God's image, a glorious beauty, through our own sin, resemble a faded flower. As I write this, there are some flowers in my yard that are nearly spent. Once glorious, they are now shriveled, ugly almost. That's the picture God is painting. Instead of wine being something that brings celebration, as we saw in chapter 27, it is only for getting drunk. And that is so like us humans. We misuse God's good gifts and cause destruction instead of blessing. There's ugliness instead of beauty. And that destruction will be judged. Jesus says a millstone around one's neck dragging you into the sea is better than causing someone to stumble by your sin. Woe indeed to those who take God's glorious image, bearing beauty, and treat it as if it is a faded, spent flower. And as we see in verse 4, that spent flower will be no more. And so let us instead remain faithful to our Savior.